Hello friends, I am Lennon Legacy and thank you for joining me for today's reaction video. Today we are going to react to a channel called Most Amazing Top 10, and all of these videos will be of scary things hidden in normal photos. Without further ado, let's check it out.
Sometimes seemingly innocuous photographs can harbor some sinister things lurking in the background. Today, I'll be sharing 10 pictures with you that may look normal at first, but when you see it, you get the point. I'm your host, James, and these are the top 10 scary things hidden in normal photos. And we're starting off the list with this photo here. Just look at this happy young couple. They got their arms around each other. They're smiling for the camera. With my keen senses of sight and sharp detective skills, I can also see that they're standing right in front of a
These sharp detective skills. It was so clear. Did you see it? The shadow child behind them?
tent, and due to the dark background and dirt
That's
appearance
creepy,
of the ground they're standing on, it appears as if they're outdoors. There also appears to be a fire raging in the bottom left-hand corner. And because the couple are posing for a picture rather than panicking, I think we got ourselves a good old-fashioned tent and fire party on our hands. A camping trip, perhaps. Everything looks pretty normal until your eyes drift to the left of the couple.
Yep.
Just what in tarnation is that? A short, semi-trans.
Who is that? That's amazing, man. And creepy.
A lucent figure seems to be lurking right behind this unwitting couple. Kind of looks like a ghost doll. Two words that should never be placed beside each other in a sentence. If you're liking our channel, by the way, why not hit that subscribe button? You got nothing to lose. And leave your comments down below. What do you think of these photographs?
Go ahead, over to his YouTube channel and do exactly that. And while you're at it, please do it to my channel as well. Let's continue.
In this list. And at number 9, we have this photo, which I'm just gonna call the mysterious ghoul. Before we get to the scary stuff though, let me use my keen intellect to set the scene here. Don't have a lot of information about these pictures, so I gotta pull from them what I can. All three of these gentlemen are dressed as fancy lads. Nice fitted tuxedos, and they're all smiling at the camera. Pretty obvious to me that these guys were dressed up to hit the cinema to catch the latest Bond movie on opening night. Due to the quality of the picture, I'm gonna guess this is like 2006, so Casino Royale. Nice. They look pretty excited to catch the flick too. But they wouldn't be so excited if they saw the ghoul like crouching between their legs at the bottom of the picture. Like who invited Reagan from The Exorcist to the 007?
Holy crap balls, did you see that?
Dress up party. What is a ghoul? A small zombie? Nightmare fuel.
I got the chills from that one.
Anyway, I hope these guys didn't get mauled by this demon as soon as Terry put his $12 disposable Kodak camera back in his pocket to document
There was one creepy
the rest
ghoul.
of the evening. And at number 8, we have the family photo. Old vintage photographs are always a bit unsettling to me. I feel like most of you would probably agree with that. The black.
Yeah, most of those old photos, from the beginning of the 1900s, very late 1800s, always creepy. Also, back in those days, they used to photograph their dead ones, their loved dead ones. How creepy is that? Why would you keep a photo of
just
that?
Makes everything look drab and sad, but I think the main reason why vintage pictures are so off-putting is that everyone in them is probably dead by now. And in this picture, we see a happy family. There are a whole bunch of empty lawn chairs behind them, way more than are necessary for one family. So my guess is that they just had a party, but they may have had one uninvited guest make an appearance in their family picture, lurking in the background to the left, right in front of the door. It doesn't look like it has a body, or maybe it has a body, but it's just shrouded in shadow. Just what is this thing though? Is it a clown?
What is that? Could it just be a person and a bad photo? I don't know. You tell me down below in the comment section.
Clown, an intruder wearing a kabuki mask? Let us know your thoughts down below, but I don't like it. Next on the list we
Nope,
have
me
this
neither.
picture of a lady smiling in bed. She looks glad to be home. Can't blame her, and why would I want to? Nothing wrong with being happy and smiling. But there's a lot of strange stuff going on with this picture. Using
Really?
my
I didn't see
hawk-like
anything.
eyes, I see she looks to be wearing a Christmas-themed blanket, but the fan pointing directly at her face tells me a different story. It tells me it's hot in that room, so I don't think it's December. Then again, the fan isn't on, so...
Well, that depends on where in the world it is. If it's in... I know, isn't it like summer in Australia in December? I think so. It's like reverse from us in the north.
Does she just leave the fan perched over her bed all year round collecting dust? Or does it just happen to be off at this present moment and she lives somewhere maybe where it's warm all year round, like California? It's either Christmas in Cali or she just really likes Christmas and wears that blanket all the time. The point is, there's something hiding in this picture. I'll give you
Really?
a second to figure out what it is. Yeah.
You guys see anything? This things pops out, but anything else? Do you see it? I sure as hell don't.
Right where the corner of the mattress and the back of the bed frame meet, there's an eye poking out from under the bed.
That's what I
Whoever this
saw.
person is, they're obviously hiding. But the question is, does she know this person is there? Like,
What the
is she
F?
hiding them? Is it her
Who are-
boyfriend who's not supposed to be there?
Who
Or
are you?
is it an intruder? It's pretty much either one of those situations.
That is just proper creepy, man. Is there someone hiding under her bed? Waiting for her to go to sleep? Oh, I hope she's okay, man.
At our number 6 spot, we have a photo I'm going to call the tree trunk terror. This is one for all you arachnophobes out there. Yeah, it doesn't take long looking at this picture to realize there's a massive sized spider parked right in the middle of this
Yep.
tree, blending in with the bark. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is. It doesn't look like a particularly big one, but the spider's legs extend out pretty far. I'm guessing this would probably be almost the size of a grown man's hand, which just isn't good. I don't want that in a spider. Imagine walking through the woods at night. You're trying to find your way back to your tent after taking a leak. You're already freaked out because a ghost was spotted in the picture your buddy took of you and your girlfriend in front of the fire. And then you place your hand on a tree,
Oh.
only to feel something long and furry
Ugh.
squirming around under your hand. It's not
Shut
a
up, dude.
squirrel, a little too skinny to be a squirrel. It's this spider. Your camping career
Just the thought of it gives me the chills.
would probably be over in an instant and nobody would blame you. Number 5, newlyweds. Oh no, not another old vintage black and white photograph. So we have a couple who
Hello?
look to have just gotten married. The wife looks mildly
see it?
pleased. The husband looks like he's doing the 1,000-yard stare. Maybe he's been forced into this
They don't look happy at all.
arrangement. Anyway,
Arranged
people rarely
marriage?
smile on old photographs, though, so maybe they were very
Well,
happy.
look in the window.
Who knows? What really that makes this picture feel extra haunted, though, is lurking in the background. Take a gander at the window.
Yep.
Clearly, you can see a figure peering out. It looks to be a man dressed in a suit and a tie, possibly a wedding guest. There's something off about
Possibly,
it. His
yeah.
features are almost entirely blurred. You can't
Yeah.
make out eyes, a nose, a mouth.
There's
You know,
nothing.
all those things that make a human face comfortable to look at. So, is this a deceased family member making a visit from the afterlife to attend this wedding? Or
be.
did these folks just not clean their windows like ever? Next, we have Lurking Fear. Now, it's hard for me to really call
Oh,
this a normal photo. Wherever this is, it
look at
looks
those
like a
glowing
pretty creepy
eyes.
place. Completely dilapidated, and the lighting is very low. It looks like nighttime. Seems to me we have an abandoned place of some kind on our hands, and abandoned places are inherently unsettling, not to
Yep.
mention kind of dangerous. If it's not an abandoned place, it's just someone's very unkempt apartment. They need to clean every once in a while, keep everything in their place from rotting away. Anyway, it's very hard to spot at first glance with all the mess filling up the frame, but if you look pretty much
What
dead
the
center,
F?
you'll see a pair of beady glowing eyes and a
Yep.
pale face peering out from the debris of what used to be a wall. Most likely, it's a squatter, but the low camera quality and the dim lighting makes it look
To be fair, it could be a squatter, you know?
a bit like a rake or golem, which is not fun. Next up, we have the Pigman.
What is a rake? I've heard it before, but never figured out what it was. If you know, comment down below
This photo
and
was
tell me.
taken at Fort Warden Artillery Battery, an abandoned artillery base. You could see two people hugging. I don't know about you, but a dark, dank, decrepit concrete passage is not where I'd want to be for an intimate embrace. Anyway, scan your eyes to the top left of the frame, and you can clearly see a figure sandwiched
the
between the
F?
ceiling and a concrete structure. It's
Run.
probably just the sweet early 2000s digital camera quality that's making this person look so
What the
messed
F
up.
is that,
But to me,
man?
this person looks like a pigman. And the last thing I'd want is to be exploring an abandoned military barracks that are probably haunted already.
Do you think these people are okay? Who the F is that? Or what is that? I don't know.
Only to have a deformed pig monster jump down on my head from up in the ceiling somewhere. Ugh. And in second place, we have Chucky. Just look at these cool bros. They look chill. They
Hey,
look
bro.
cool. They're just a couple bros hanging out, posing
Hey,
for a
hey,
picture
bro.
on their sweet 2006 photo booth app. Remember how entertaining photo booth used to be? The amount of embarrassing photo booth pictures there are of me floating around the internet. Anyway, these two aren't the only people captured in this picture. Looks like we got something lurking in the background. It doesn't
Oh,
look
did
friendly.
you see it?
I joke, but whatever that is,
Look at
the
this.
bottom center of the frame,
That's Chucky, man. Where's his bride?
it's pretty nightmare inducing. It looks kind of like a Chucky doll.
It could be a
or
doll,
again, like
yeah.
Reagan from The Exorcist, neither of which I'd want creeping around in
Nope.
the shadows of my home at night. And finally, we have this photo of a cute cat. Look at this cute cat. It's just having dinner, looking up at the camera, but the glowing eyes of the cat aren't the only glowing eyes in this picture. Just one of
Oh,
those two beady
here as
glowing
well.
green eyes in the background there. Is it perhaps another cat or maybe a dog? Well, that's highly
It could be another cat, yeah? Hiding in the dark.
unlikely because looking closely, this picture was taken from high up. We have stairs leading down to the left, and it looks like we're around the same height of those branches in the tree in the top right of the picture. So whatever those eyes are, they're pretty high up. Maybe it's a giant cat, but that's
true.
It's really scary too. Or most likely, they're big enough to be all the way at ground level and still be seen from high up. So it's something, some kind of creature down there. To me, it
Also, they are very far apart, you know? You see how this cat, his eyes are very close. These are far apart. Who is that?
kind of looks maybe like alligator eyes, which may not be paranormal, but that is still a pretty terrifying animal to have lurking around in your
Yeah.
backyard. With all that said, though, I've been your host, James, and I'll catch you, yes, you specifically, in the next video.
Remember to go over to Most Amazing Top 10s. Leave a like, subscribe, do the same to my channel as well. I would be forever grateful. So that was 10 creepy things hidden in normal photos. Thank you all for joining me. Until next time, take care and bye bye.